Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reading Sisters. And today I'm going to be reading Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus, Part 2. Aaliyah read Part 1, and let's get through this. We will be reading 2 chapters today because there is not a lot of pages to Chapter 2. Let's get started. Feeling squeezy. I stayed scared about the bus for a whole week, and last night when my mother tucked me into bed, I still felt sickish about it. Guess what? I said. I don't think I want to ride that school bus to kindergarten tomorrow. Then my mother rumpled my hair. Oh, sure you do, she said. Oh, sure I don't, I said back. Then mother kissed me and said, it'll be fun, you'll see. Just don't worry. I did, though. I worried very much, and I didn't sleep so good either. And this morning, I felt very droopy, and I got up, and my stomach was squeezy, and I couldn't eat my cereal. And so I watched TV until Mother said it was time to get ready to go. Then I put on my skirt that looks like velvet, and my new fuzzy pink sweater, and I ate half a tuna sandwich for lunch. After that, Mother and I walked to the corner to wait for the bus. There was another mother and little girl there too. The little girl had curly black hair, which is my favorite kind of head. I didn't say hello to her though, because she was from a different street. That's why. Then finally, this big yellow bus came around the corner, and the brakes screeched very loud, and I had to cover my ears. Then the door opened, and the bus driver said, "Hi, I'm Mr. Wu. Hop on." Except I didn't hop on because my legs didn't want to go. I don't think I want to ride this bus to kindergarten, I told my mother. Then she gave me a little push. Go on, Junie B, she said. Mr. Wu is waiting for you. Be a big girl and get on. I looked up at the windows. The little girl with the curly black hair was already in the bus. She looked very big sitting up there and kind of happy. Look how big that little girl is acting, Junie B, said Mother. Why don't you sit right next to her? It'll be fun, I promise. And so I got on the bus, and guess what? It wasn't fun. That stupid, smelly bus. The bus wasn't like my daddy's car at all. It was very big inside, and the seats didn't have any cloth on them. The little curly girl was sitting near the front, and so I tapped on her. Guess what? I said. Mother said, for me to sit there, here. No, she said, I'm saving a seat for my best friend, Mary Ruth Marble. Then she put her little white purse on the place where I was going to sit. And so I made a face at her. Hurry up and find a seat, young lady, said Mr. Wu. And so I quick sat down across from the curly, mean girl, and Mr. Wu shut the door. It wasn't a regular kind of door, though it folded in half, and when it closed, it made a wishy sound. I don't like that kind of door. If it closes on you by accident, it will cut you in half, and you will make a squishy sound. The bus made a big roar, then a big puff of black smelly smoke came out the back end of it. It's called bus breath, I think. Mr. Wu drove for a while. Then the brakes made that loud screechy noise again. I covered my ears so it couldn't get inside my head. Because if loud screechy noises get inside your head, you have to take an aspirin. I saw that on a TV commercial. Then the bus door opened again, and a dad and a boy with a grouchy face got on. The dad smiled, then he plopped the grouchy boy right next to me. This is Jim, he said. I'm afraid Jim isn't too happy this afternoon. Dad kissed the boy goodbye, but the boy wiped it off his cheek. Jim had on a backpack. It was blue. I love backpacks. I wish I had one of my very own. One time I found a red one in the trash can, but it had a little bit of gushy on it, and Mother said no. Jim's backpack had lots of zippers. I touched each one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted. Then I unzipped one. Hey, don't! Yelled Jim. He zipped it right up again. Then he moved to the seat in front of me. I hate that, Jim. After that, the bus kept stopping and starting, and lots of kids kept getting on. Loud kids, and some of them were the kind who looked like meanies. Then the bus began getting very noisy and hot inside, and the sun kept shining down on me and my fuzzy hot sweater. And here's another hot thing. I couldn't roll down my window because it didn't have a handle, and so I just kept getting hotter and hotter. And it smelled in the bus too. The bus smelled like an egg salad sandwich. I want to get off of here, I said right aloud, but nobody heard me. I hated in this stupid smelly bus. Then my eyes got a little wet. I wasn't crying though, because I'm not a baby, that's why. After that, my nose started running. Only the bus didn't have a glove compartment, which is where you keep the travel tissues, of course, and so I had to wipe my nose on my fuzzy pink sweater sleeve. Then I stayed on the bus for about an hour or three until finally I saw a flagpole and the playground. That meant we were at kindergarten. Then Mr. Wu drove the bus into the parking lot and stopped. I jumped up very fast because all I wanted to do was get off that stupid smelly thing. Only guess what? That gym pushed right in front of me, and the curly mean girl did too. And so I pushed them away, and they pushed me right back. That's when I fell down, and a big foot stepped on my skirt. That looks like velvet. Stop it! I yelled, and Mr. Wu hollered, "Hey, hey, hey!" And he picked me up and helped me off the bus. Mrs. was waiting for me, just like my mother said. "Hi, I'm glad to see you," she called. Then I ran over to her and showed her my big footprint on my skirt that looks like velvet. Yeah, only look what happened. I got stepped on, and so now I'm soiled. Mrs. brushed it. "Don't worry, Junie," she said. "It'll come off." After that, I just folded my arms and made a frown. 'Cause guess what? She forgot my B again. Well, that's all for today, guys. But I really, really, really hope you loved this book because I love this book. And true story, this is one of the first books in kindergarten my teacher read to me. She read these books every day to us, a chapter each day, until we finished it, and then we read another book. So these books are very dear to me, and I really hope you like it. If you like this video, like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Please comment down below what you want us to read next. We would really appreciate it. Tell your friends about us. Thank you. And see you in the next video. Bye.